Good morning, and thank you for joining the call today. My name is Greg Nisius. I'm the Production Manager and Technical Support Manager here at InfoSense. I've spoken with many of you over the phone, and I am now putting out a series of instructional webinars to help you understand and get a full benefit from your SLRAT. My main objective is to discuss some primary features that you may not be aware of and an overview of how the SLRAT is designed to be implemented into your workflow. With each webinar, we will be diving deeper into specific areas and creating a better understanding of how to make use of those features. Everyone joining today, I believe, is already a customer and should know how to take the SLRAT into the field, run tests, and get scores. What I want to focus on today is how to effectively use the SLRAT data to streamline the efforts needed to maintain your sewer system. Today, I will cover the benefits of using the SLDog web portal and mobile app. As part of this, I will cover features and benefits that are only available to those uploading data and using the portal. A brief overview of the data flow from taking acoustic measurements in the field to integrating field data into your current enterprise work order and GIS systems. If you want more information on this topic, you can view our full data flow webinar on infosense.com or in your web portal at sl-dog.com. I'm going to cover the ASTM standard and what it says about how to properly prioritize sewer pipe cleaning operations by using acoustic inspection. I will cover a couple of case studies to show examples of how using the SLDog web portal could benefit you. I'll show you what reporting is available from the SLRAT data collected. Once you gather all that data, these reports will allow you to check the quality of your field work as well as see the overall health of your system. At the end, I will have a short question and answer session. Should we use the SLDog? There are many benefits to using the SLDog web portal. When we first developed the SLRAT for acoustic inspection, we wanted you to have a simple number from 0 to 10 to represent the health of your sewer lines. As the use and customer base grew, it was clear that there needed to be a better way to supplement and organize and quality check the data collected in the field. This was the reason for the creation of the SLDog web portal. Now you can use the SLDog to enhance, archive, visualize, export, and create reports of the acoustic inspections. Even more recently, we've chosen to leverage the technology in all of our phones by creating the SLDog mobile app to allow additional notes and valuable information to be collected during the test in the field. We've done all this with the primary goal of building on the theme of the SLRAT being easy to use. Now you can have more information than just a score of 0 to 10 stored in one central place that allows you to go back and review, combine with multiple SLRAT units, see trends, and export all this collected data to your existing workflow and GIS systems. A second benefit of using the SLDog web portal is that it provides GPS data collected by the RX and TX device that is not accessible until you upload to the cloud. This data affirms the location of the pipe score is linked to the correct pipe segment. It also provides GPS-assessed score based on the calculated distance between the GPS coordinates of the transmitter and receiver. As an overview, when you initiate a test in the field, the operator is requested to input the pipe length. This value is part of the calculation of the assessment score given at the end of the test. If this operator entered pipe length is not correct, the score may not properly represent the pipe condition. A third reason is for quality check and review. How do you know if the data is good? The pipe length, location, all of this can be verified quickly and easily in the web portal. And another reason is to be doing by-the-book maintenance. A little later, I will cover the ASTM standard that outlines how to properly use acoustic inspection to prioritize sewer pipe cleaning. For this slide, we will look at a few different levels of using the SLDog web portal. First, if you're using the SLRAT alone without the SLDog web portal, it will give you a score to lead your condition-based maintenance program. That score is not the entire picture though. In the second column, you will see that if you plug your SLRAT into your computer and upload the scores, you will get the additional benefits of saving and archiving your data, as well as the ability to export the scores in a CSV file. I have seen many customers use a work order management system, which can help automate actions needed after utilizing that score. But this alone does not ensure the results are quality controlled. The best practice is shown in the column on the right. By uploading the data and logging into the SLDog web portal, you can now export the data in shapefile, Google Earth KML file, and a PDF printable file. You also can quality check the scores by verifying pipe lengths and using GPS data to verify the score is linked to the correct pipe segment. A quick overview of data flow. Again, this was covered in more detail in the webinar from April 21st, available on infosense.com or through your web portal at the login screen of sl-dog.com. The data flow starts by collecting data using the SLRAT in the field. Use the mobile app to enter field notes and asset IDs, such as manhole IDs or line segment IDs, while you're doing these tests in the field. The SLDog mobile app is available as a free download from both Android and iOS mobile app stores. The data collected with the mobile app is stored in the cloud, and it waits there for the data download from your SLRAT. The cloud-based infrastructure will marry this mobile app data with your SLRAT data when you complete step 3, which is to connect the SLRAT to a computer using the supplied USB cable and upload the field acoustic measurement scores to the SLDog web portal. The mobile app data and the SLRAT data are merged using the measurement ID number. Once the SLRAT has been uploaded to the cloud, you can then proceed to step 4, which is to log on to your own SLDog portal account from any internet-connected device. You do this by going to sl-dog.com. Once in your portal, you can review the data, quality check it, and edit or enhance it as needed. Finally, once you have the data cleaned up and QC'd, you can export in a variety of formats. The export file formats again are CSV, Google Earth, Shape, or PDF. You can use this exported data to create meaningful reports or integrate with existing enterprise management systems such as CityWorks or ArcGIS. Here is an example of the data you will see in your SLDog portal. I will go over the definitions of these terms that are relevant to verifying the field operator's input. When you initiate a test on the SLRAT, the operator is prompted to enter the length of the pipe being tested. This is called the operator pipe length in the SLDog. Based on this input, a score is generated. This is what the operator sees on the device at the end of the test. This is called the field assessed score. At the same time, the SLRAT devices calculate the pipe lengths using GPS location stamps to ensure accuracy. This GPS generated pipe length is called the evaluated pipe length in the SLDog. Based on the GPS calculated pipe length, another assessment score is generated. This is called the GPS assessed score. This does not appear on the device. You can only see this information after uploading the data to the SLDog portal. In this example, for the measurement 3605 at the top, the operator indicated that the pipe is 250 feet long. And that's the top in the red box. The SLRAT calculated that the pipe is 202 feet long based on GPS location stamps in the blue box. These are pretty close, so the field operator did a good job of entering the pipe length. As you can see, this small difference between the operator's input pipe length and the GPS calculated pipe length did not make a difference in the assessment scores. They both received 9s. On the other hand, when you look at measurement 3603 at the bottom, the operator indicated that the pipe length is 250 feet, but the GPS calculated the length as 165 feet. This was a significant enough difference that the field assessed score and GPS assessed score are different. In this case, it would have been more accurate for the operator to indicate the pipe length as 150 feet. However, the assessment score is only different by 1 and likely would not cause a significant difference in your standards for follow-up action. A rule of thumb is that for every 100 feet you are off, the score may change by plus or minus 1. Again, this is just a rule of thumb, so it's imperfect, but it could provide a good guideline, a good rough guideline. When the field assess and GPS assess values are different, the SLDOG portal automatically highlights the fields in orange to draw your attention. If this utility never checked their SLDOG portal, they would note the score of 8 and never recognize this difference. And while a score of 8 or 7 both have plenty of flow capacity, I will show you an example of why this can be more significant. The ASTM standard can be found at www.astm.org. Search for ASTM F3220-17. This is the standard practice for prioritizing sewer pipe cleaning operations by using transmissive acoustic inspection. The SLDOG is integral to the data management protocol outlined in the ASTM standard. This is because data quality control is essential to proper SLRAT deployment, and there simply is no other software that collects and reports data directly received by the SLRAT during testing. Section 7 of the ASTM standard relates to data quality control. Section 7.3 addresses the importance of ensuring that each measurement is correctly associated to the right segment. This can be done simply by checking that the GPS stamp for each measurement correlates to the correct segment. SLDOG is the only software that displays the GPS information collected using the SLRAT. Another example is Section 7.4, which highlights the need to ensure that the pipe length is correctly input by the operator by verifying against the GPS calculation. If you're not already using the SLDOG to quality control your SLRAT data, you can see how measurements could be incorrectly calculated due to operator error. In this example, the utility uses a work order management app to note the SLRAT assessment score 0 to 10 in the field. Any pipe segment that scores a 4 or below is cleaned according to this utility's standard practices. Measurements are uploaded to the SLDOG portal, but the data is not used to validate operator input. A blockage buildup creates an SSO event, leading to a claim. When the utility goes to verify that proper inspections were conducted, they see an acoustic score of 6 was entered into the work order management system. In this case, the operator entered length was 350 feet. When the SLDOG portal is referenced to verify this data, there is a discrepancy between the length of pipe indicated by the operator and the GPS evaluated length. With the GPS evaluation, the pipe scored a 4, and under their standards should have been cleaned. Problem 1 with this. While the segment showed a score of 6, the operator did not adjust the default 350-foot pipe length to correct the length. If the RX and TX don't have communication with each other, they will default to 350 feet. This failure to change the field pipe length led to an inaccurate score. The operator should always verify pipe length input. Problem 2, the SLDog is designed to highlight any data quality issues. The portal automatically highlights any score discrepancies in orange. By only recording the score, the utility missed a consequential error. A quality check process should be in place to review any discrepancies at the end of the day using SLDog. A few minute scan in the portal would verify the field assessed score to be inconsistent. GPS coordinates can be utilized to verify manhole locations and override the field assessed score as needed. Also, if an operator was making up pipe lengths or there was an inconsistent pipe length input by the operator for any reason, this same quality check process would be essential to ensuring data quality. In this next example, the utility is using the SLRAT as part of complying with regulatory needs, a consent order or CMOM program. Measurements are not uploaded to the SLDog portal. The utility would like to ensure that they are staying on track to meeting the yearly goals, but there is no simple approach to quickly generating reports to assess their progress. If the utility is not meeting anticipated deadlines, they would also like to be able to identify areas for improvement. More importantly, the utility wants to be sure they can provide to regulators proof of meeting the inspection goals as outlined in the CMOM proposal. Once data is uploaded to the SLDog portal, reports can be easily generated. The GPS Assess histogram report can be broken down by device and date ranges to easily understand efficiency and progress. The Measurement Quality Review report can be used to ensure proper operation of the devices. I will be going over these two reports in the next slides. The data is securely archived, which is an extremely simple method of backing up valuable information for future reports. As your program matures, data from the past can be used to continuously improve your efforts. This is a histogram from a presentation done at the No-Dig conference in 2015. Along the bottom is the assessment score received by the SLRAT from 0 to 10, left to right. The vertical axis is the number of pipes tested. About 4,500 measurements over a 9-month period. That's 9,000 manholes located and inspected. Over 1 million feet or 197 miles of pipe. As you can see here, the pipes inspected that came back with a 7 or above, represented in green, account for the majority of those inspected. In this example, depending on the utility's protocol for follow-up action, between 57 and 81% of the pipes inspected did not need cleaning. We see this time after time, and it allows you to see the efforts you are putting in with your SLRAT program to actually produce results. This data allows you to focus your equipment, man-hours, and efforts on cleaning the pipes that need it. As a note, this report is something that we used to generate manually for the customer. We received enough customer feedback about its value that we now have this report able to be generated automatically from the web portal by the customer. This is another sample of data over a 7-year period from one customer. And I'm going to go back to the previous slide here in a second. This histogram represents 7 years. The previous slide was 9 months. 4,500 measurements over 9 months in this slide. 35,000 measurements over 7 years. You can see how the results are very similar between these two graphs. 35,000 measurements, which represent an acoustic inspection on just as many pipe segments. Of that, 22,000 received a score of 7 or above. This could relate to almost 2/3 of your system that came back as clean pipes. Let's break that down per year. That's about 5,000 pipes, acoustic inspected per year. A little over 3,000 of which were determined clean by non-invasive acoustic testing, leaving less than 2,000 pipes that may have needed follow-up maintenance activity. This is the type of data you can reliably see only after collecting the data from your SLRAT in one place on the SLDog web portal. The Customer Measurement Quality Report allows you to validate the accuracy of the data collected and find any areas that may cause data discrepancies. This report is a good way to tell if you have a need for further training or focus from the operators. This example shown on the screen is from a device in our shop. I use this as an example to show some areas that you should not see when using the SLRAT in the field under normal use. The columns show from left to right the device number used, followed by the number of valid tests run. Under perfect operation, all tests should come back valid. Next is early and late, showing the number of tests that the transmitter was started either too early or too late compared to the receiver. Then noise is a result of too much background noise when performing a test. The close result is when the devices recognize that they are very close together. This may be a good test because it may be just a short pipe segment, but it is designed to notify you that the score may be a result of the tones being heard above ground rather than through the pipe. Reject is when the operator flags the test after it is complete as a bad test. These still get saved, but it's a way for the operator to label this test as maybe not a properly run test. You shouldn't see a lot of these unless the operator is not properly trained. Verify is a test that is designed to test the proper function of the units and is not to be used for testing pipes. The Verify test makes the same tones, but at a reduced volume level. And of course, the last column is the total number of tests being shown on this report. Again, in this example, you should not see so many Verify tests or rejected tests. You should see very low numbers in all of the columns except for your valid column, the first one on the left. This is a large collection of measurements I've pulled from across a large majority of devices that are in the field right now. If you look across the columns, the percentages are a representation of what you should see. Most every test should be valid, and like I mentioned, if you see a large percentage in just about any column other than that, you might take that as a good indicator to retrain and make sure the acoustic tests are being performed properly. To find the reports, as well as other options available in the web portal, log into your web portal at sl-dog.com. This is a view of what your home page will look like. At the top, there are several tabs with additional features and resources. Choose the Reports tab. Once you get to the Reports page, you click the drop-down to show these two reports. Choose the report you want and then click the blue Run Report button. For the GPS Assess Histogram report, you will see these options. You can select a date range, exclude certain test results, such as those flagged as rejected by the operator, and also choose any specific device or all of your devices, and then run the report by clicking View Report. For the Measurement Quality Review report, you will see similar options. Select your devices and run the report. I wanted to show this slide one more time just to cover 3 ways I see people using the SLRAT and the benefits of each. If you are not uploading and viewing the data on your SLDog web portal, you are not fully utilizing the data collected from the SLRAT. To wrap things up, we reviewed several benefits of uploading data to the web portal and why you should be using it. We have covered briefly how the data flows from the field test through the web portal to your existing data systems. We have also shown reporting and tracking. I will now cover some questions that have come in. Where do I get the ASTM standard? As I mentioned, it is available from the ASTM.org under standards and then F3220. It is a $50 charge to get that from them, and it covers in detail the acoustic testing standard. I got a question here. It says, I'm interested in hearing about SLRAT maintenance, and if the SLRAT isn't being used for several months, how should they be stored? This is a good topic I think we will be getting into in a future webinar to cover some maintenance type topics on care for the SLRAT. But to answer the question about storing the device, how should they be stored? They have the black SLRAT storage bag. Obviously, that's a safe place to store them. As far as the anything that should be done during that time, I would probably not leave them plugged in that entire time, but I think the more destructive thing is to allow the batteries to drain completely. So you do want to keep the batteries charged, maybe just have a routine of plugging them in once a week overnight, let them get charged back up. The only thing that I know that would cause damage storing a device for a long time is potentially if the battery drained all the way and then sat in that condition. What if I still don't want to use the SLDog? Well, I guess one, you still want to download the data and save it off the device. And you should be capturing the device ID, the serial number that's on the silver plate on top of the device, and the measurement ID, which is specifically corresponding to that test that you're running. It'll be displayed on the screen of the SLRAT during the test. I would say you still want to be capturing device ID and the measurement ID in whatever system you're using to record the score so that you can link them together in the future if needed. What if I want some help integrating the SLDog data into my GIS or CityWorks application, possibly through an API? We've had that question in the past. We do have materials that can assist you in a video on our website that shows how to export shapefiles and pull into a GIS system. We're also more than happy to work with you one-on-one to evaluate your needs and help integrate more tightly through an API or similar. All right, GPS isn't always accurate, so sometimes the GPS assessed score is incorrect. How do we manage that? I would definitely point you to, you can edit the GPS measurement within the SLDog web portal to make it as accurate as you need. If you edit the location of either the receiver or the transmitter on the map in your web portal, first of all, you can do it by just clicking on the map, or you can also enter specific GPS coordinates in the web portal and change the location of your device based on that. When you do that, this recalculates the evaluated pipe length and provides you with a revised GPS assessed score. Why do the SLRAT units not go by GPS pipe distance? Why the manual entry? There's a few reasons for that, but mainly the devices are not capable of calculating the distance from one to the other. So they each are recording their own GPS location, but that calculation doesn't get done until you upload it, and it's actually the web portal that's doing the calculation between latitude and longitude of one device and latitude and longitude of the other device. So they're not capable of taking their own measurement and getting, not measurement, but location, and getting the location of the other device and calculating the distance between the two. That's all done through the web portal. So we do provide the manual entry so that you can get a score, so you have a good idea, and if you're accurately inputting the distance between the two devices, it'll be a good, accurate score. And on top of that, I think the question might be the distance when you're entering in the field is in 100-foot increments. The main reason for that is simplicity of use. If we had it in 1-foot increments and it started out saying 50 feet and you needed to scroll all the way up to 750, that would be painful. So, and again, like I said, the score doesn't change drastically by being off by even up to 100 feet. It looks like we need to do more training. How can we get that? Get a hold of us. There's a link on the web portal that with our email address to contact for tech support, or you can call us 704-644-1164, and we can talk through with you about future training needs. We'd love to do that. We definitely are available for those resources to be able to help you better utilize your system. Life expectancy of the SLRAT. We typically we say 3 years. It is what its kind of lifespan should be, but it definitely lasts longer than that. For planning purposes, I think that some people want to know how it depreciates. That's what we say, but the only thing that with good use and lack of abuse, the only things that should wear out are the speaker and the microphone, or I'm sorry, the speaker and the battery. Just like any other device, the speaker's kind of a moving part. It's going to wear, and the battery, just like your cell phone, over several years, it starts not holding a charge as well. So, and those are completely replaceable parts. So life expectancy should be quite a bit longer than that. Can we get more details on editing GPS coordinates? Yes, that's a much deeper topic that I would like to get into, and we will be covering that on future webinars. It's not a quick answer, but it's definitely an option that's available, and one of the benefits of uploading to your web portal. Verify the measurements, and then if you see something that's off, you can change it if you need to. How many records can be stored on the SLRAT equipment? Can you store 1 month without importing into the portal? I would recommend more frequently than once a month. We recommend more than that. Once a week might be more appropriate. Some of the older generation devices only hold up to 199 measurements. The newest generation will get up to 500, and at that point requires an upload. And the point of that is to secure your data so that prevents potential loss if you're not uploading and you need to get access back to that data. So definitely I would recommend once a week. The rest of the questions, I'm going to take some time and read through these, and I will reach out to you. I'll get back to you with answers on these. Very good questions. Thank you for your participation by sending those questions in. Please watch for the email coming out with the follow-up survey. I do read those, and I do appreciate the input that comes in so that we can develop these, which they have been kind of developing. If you've been watching, hopefully they've been getting a little bit better as I've been putting these out there. So again, thank you for participating, and we will see you guys all probably in about a month. We'll be having another webinar, which is actually going to be a part 2 of this webinar, more about that data in the web portal and getting into those editing GPS measurements and things like that. Thank you. Everybody have a good day.